Okay.
So Jodie and I have different memories of exactly how we met and the wedding proposal and all that. But the way I remember it is, I had first invited her up to my dorm room, and that's how we dated back then. It was you might go out for pizza and then go back to your dorm room. And so the way I remember it is, Jodie agreed to come back to the room, and one of the things I said, in inviting her was, "Did you know I played in a rock band?" And but the thing that where we differ is, this was 1979, actually 1980, 80 or so, either very, very late 79 or early 1980. And at this point, I had known Jodie for 2 weeks, and this was the time when when Russia or the Soviet Union had invaded Afghanistan, and at one point we're sitting on the bed, and Jodie starts crying. And I said, "Why are you crying?" And she says, "Oh, I'm just thinking about the poor people in Afghanistan."
Like until the end of time.
But what keeps occurring to me is
all the horrible things that are happening over there. And I thought, here's this young woman in Findlay, Ohio, who is really, really concerned about people in another part of the world. And I was so touched and moved that somebody could care about strangers. And that night I asked her if she would marry me, and she said, "What, are you crazy? I don't know you. I've known you for all of a couple of weeks." And it still was so touching to me that she could care about total strangers, even just anybody she didn't know. And I thought, this is a special person. I gotta lock her up before anybody else gets any ideas. And she said no. So that was 2 weeks after we married. After we met. And then about 6 weeks later, I asked her again, and she said, "No, you're crazy. I don't know you."
You're still crazy.
And then about 6 weeks later, I asked her again, and she said yes.
But how did you guys meet?
We were, it was a Friday the 13th. So Friday the 13th has always been a lucky day for us, as I told Mary a couple of weeks ago. There was a movie that the college had sponsored. It's a Mozart opera.
Magic Flute?
Magic Flute. So we had separately gone to see the Magic Flute, and then we ended up back at our friend's dorm room. Rand Slaughterbeck and Bauer, Mike Bauer? Dan Bauer. And I walked into the room. Jodie was sitting off to the right on one of the guys' beds, and I walked over and sat next to her, and did the stupid sophomoric thing of taking Dan Bauer's hamster, putting it up Jodie's pant leg, and then holding the pant leg closed.
Whoa! You were such a charmer.
Were you in fact a sophomore?
No, we were freshmen.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But
So you were actually.
So it's advanced. Okay. Wow.
I wonder why I turned it down the first time.
Yeah, true.
Oh my God.
And
Okay.
then at the end of the evening, I walked her home to her dorm room, writing, I can't remember which obscenity, but I wrote an obscenity in the snow outside one of the campus buildings. Do you remember the obscenity?
I believe it was FU.
For Findlay University.
Of course, yeah.
So you had,
Please tell us you wrote it with a stick.
Did what?
Please tell us you wrote it with a stick.
No, with my
Wrapped it
foot.
up.
okay,
Oh, okay.
that's okay.
I was where you were going.
But, so you really had some game.
Yeah, I brought my A
Jody,
game.
why did you say no the
I
first
know,
time?
I
know,
can't
really.
imagine.
I'm
A
feeling
very
a little
strange
dizzy
person.
myself now.
Holy cow, that's amazing. Well, I'm really glad I.
Yeah, I'm really glad you asked too. Thanks.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you gotta get the girl with the hamster pant leg.
Yeah, that's right. There's something about a girl with a hamster pant leg. That was an advertising slogan back in the 70s. Something about an aqua man.
Yeah.
This is just some